Hi, this is Donna. I'm so glad to see you back. I wish it was in person again because we've really missed you. This morning we're making a breakfast pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? But it's not just for dinner or lunch, you can have it for breakfast. The first thing we're going to do is set our oven to 375, which we've already done. And I've already browned the turkey sausage, 1 pound of turkey sausage. Then it's a good idea to read through your recipe before you get started. So we need a can of crescent roll sheet. We need the pound of turkey sausage, a cup of hash browns, a cup of cheddar cheese, 4 eggs, 1/4 a cup of milk. And remember, you have to get down there when you measure it to make sure that it's at the proper level. And then we need a 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of Parmesan cheese. So we have everything. Now the first thing we need to do after we have all our ingredients ready is wash our hands. And remember, we wash for how long? 20 seconds. Next, we're going to open our crescent rolls. Okay, and then it has a picture where you need to press on it with a spoon. So you can just take your spoon and it pops. You can take the sheet out. Now your recipe says to use a 9 by 9 inch pan, but you can use like a jelly roll pan instead if you would like. Okay, so I'm going to unroll it and I'm going to put it in the bottom of the pan. Now you might have to cut some of it because you want it up the sides. Some of the sides. Okay. And you press it in the bottom like this. Try not to make any holes. And you see how there's a lot on one side and not very much on the other. So let's cut it off and put some on this side. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just so it goes up a little bit on the side. Let's put this on this side. Okay. All right, and that's all you want is make sure that there's no holes so that it doesn't leak through. Okay. See how easy that was? And of course, if you need help, it's always good to have somebody help you because it's always more fun to cook with somebody else than doing it all by yourself. Okay, now, according to the recipe, after we do that, we sprinkle the sausage, the brown sausage, over the crust. And when you use turkey sausage, it kind of clumps together. But one thing good about the turkey sausage, since it has less fat, you don't have to drain it most of the time because it doesn't have that much grease in it. Okay. And of course, this is a lot of sausage. If you'd rather have less, you can definitely cut down on the sausage. You can also put some red pepper flakes in it if you like it spicy. Okay, now that our pork sausage is evenly distributed in the pan, the next thing we need to do is take the hash browns and we'll throw those directly on there, kind of sprinkle them and distribute them evenly. Then we're going to take our cup of cheddar cheese and sprinkle that on. Get it spread out. Okay. The next thing we need to do is take our eggs, or we measured our milk. We're going to take our eggs and let's break them into this bowl first so that we know that we don't have any shells, because it's harder to dig it out once you get it in there. So we're going to tap it on the side, break it open. Okay, no shell, so we can just throw that in there. Then let's add, and let's don't measure over it. Let's measure into this bowl. Whoops. Okay. 1/4 cup of pepper. Then it says, if you read your recipe, it says whisk the eggs, the milk, and the pepper together. Okay. Now you don't have to use a whisk. What whisking means is to stir rapidly so that we get it all incorporated. So I think it's just as easy to use a fork. You see how fast? You want to use something big enough so that you don't slop it out of the cup or the bowl. Okay, that looks pretty mixed up. Now, let's pour this over the top. Okay. I think it could have even used an extra egg. Okay. And then you sprinkle the top with Parmesan. This is going to be so good. Okay, now we're going to stick it in the oven at 375 and bake it for 25 minutes. This can also be prepared the night before, and if you want to do that, then you can cover it with foil and put it in the refrigerator and then turn on your oven in the morning and bake it then. Now I'm going to turn it over to Steph Metcalf so that she can show you another delicious breakfast option.
Good morning. My name is Steph Metcalf. I'm glad to be here with you guys today. And like Donna said, hopefully in the very near future it will be in person. So while Donna's breakfast pizza is baking, which smells awesome already by the way, we're going to make a yogurt parfait. Now, the thing about this yogurt parfait, the recipe that you have makes 4 servings, but today we're only going to do 1, and that would be enough. But I say that to also let you know that this recipe is very flexible. Although we're going to use bananas and strawberries and blueberries, you could use whatever favorite fruit that you want in it and any type of granola. And so you might just need to watch your nutrition value for any extra added sugar that comes from different fruits, or if you choose to use a different yogurt that has dried fruits in it, that will automatically increase your sugar. So just kind of watch those nutrition labels, because what we want to do is give you a healthy but good snack. So right now I have already washed my strawberries and blueberries. They're in this container here. And I left them in here to show you that a lot of times when you buy fruit, you will see that the cartons are perforated and the tops are perforated also. So you actually can wash your fruit while it's in these containers. Makes it a little easier to keep it all together. But I've done that, so I'm going to bring them over here now. And I'm going to start with the strawberries. These are one of my favorite fruits, but there aren't too many I don't like. And I'm going to show you a couple ways, different ways that you can get the green part off of the strawberry. One is just by simply pulling it off. The stem comes off fairly easily. and you're good to go that way. Another thing that you can do, which is really kind of fun, is if you have a straw, start at the bottom of the strawberry and push it up through, and you can see it pops the core right out, and all you have left are a couple leaves, if anything. So just something to think about when you're coring strawberries. And then I have this cute little strawberry slicer here. We're going to go ahead and cut these strawberries, and it's really easy to put them in there. And then you get equal cuts. When you push down on it, you get really nice thin slices. This is really good for either, like we're making parfaits today. For my mom's birthday cake, I sliced strawberries and put them on top. Made a really cool decoration on top of the cake with them. So very simple, very easy. Slice. That was a little fun too. I let them drop. So I got one more to go. And I like using the straw, so I am going to see how close I get. Woo! Perfection. Use that here. And put this in there. Push down again. And now all my sliced strawberries are ready to go. Now, I'm going to show you something really cool. Most people peel a banana from this end. However, they are much simpler to peel from the bottom. And that's actually the way they're meant to be peeled. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you a nice little trick. You can break your bananas in pieces, and you can put them in the strawberry slicer also. Well, this one didn't work so good because that was kind of a small piece. But you can slice them with your strawberry slicer. So that's just another way of doing it. A lot of people just use a knife, and that's perfectly fine too. But since I started the process this way, see how that one came out much better. I'm going to finish it like that. We'll see how this one does. And then, last but not least, all right, so now we've got all of the fruit sliced because our blueberries we're not going to need to do anything with. So let me quickly turn around and rinse my hands. Okay, so now your recipe says that you start with the yogurt. So I'm going to open up. I'm using today the light vanilla. I love vanilla yogurt, but I also like it plain, and then just using the sweetness from the fruit. So the thing about this parfait too is you can use any kind of yogurt that you want, that you like. It doesn't absolutely have to be the vanilla. But vanilla is a pretty good, even place to start, and then you get your flavor from the different fruits and granola that you put in. So we're going to put a little bit of granola in the bottom. And then it says to add some granola. Now your recipe that you have says to add 1 cup of granola. Well, we're making a small single serving, so I'm not going to use that full cup of granola. What I want to do is just scoop in enough that you'll have a little bit of crunch, but that you can also see it on top of your yogurt. So I think that should be enough. And then it says to just add some fruit. So I'm going to put my strawberries in first. And then I'm going to put in some blueberries. And then I'm going to put in some of my banana slices. I got quite a bit of banana, so I'm going to stuff them in there. And then I'm going to add some more yogurt. Let's see how many layers I can get in here. We have a lot of fruit here, but that's okay. Does anybody know how many servings of fruits and vegetables you should have per day? Anybody want to chime in on that? I think it's 2 to 3 cups, if memory serves me right, but Might double check. But 2 to 3 would not be a bad place to start for sure. All right. Then I am going to top it off with some more vanilla yogurt. And I don't know, too bad you guys can't smell where we're at right now because this kitchen smells amazing. With the pizza cooking and the scent from the vanilla yogurt is coming through. And you can smell the strawberries and bananas. And now I'm going to take and top it off carefully with just a dab of granola again. Now that we've put this all together, it's almost too pretty to eat. And it's also restaurant quality made right here at home. Thanks for joining us today. And now we're going to go back to Donna and see how her breakfast pizza turned out.
So our pizza has come out of the oven after the 25 minutes, and to test for doneness, you stick a fork in the middle, and when it comes out clean, then you know it's done. Okay? Now, this is a pretty healthy breakfast. We've got our grains, which is the rolls. We've got our protein with the sausage and the eggs. And we have the dairy with the cheeses and the milk. But you need a fruit or a vegetable. So what would go really good with this would be a cup of berries, some cantaloupe, or an orange. And then a glass of water, and you have a complete meal.